Let's get into the story. It's issue number 3 in a 4-issue limited series. Catch the other 2 issues on my YouTube channel, Comic Corner. Here we go. Let's get into it. Chocolate, fun for everyone. Milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand. M&M's. Get yours today. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. G.I. Joe and the Transformers. Scenario: the end of the world. Near the western coastline of this continent, Alpha releases its intense waves, causing great disturbances along its sensitive fault lines. Deep beneath this globe's massive oceans, Alpha bores beneath the silty floors toward molten interior magma levels. In Earth's frozen Antarctic regions, Alpha concentrates and releases its potent radiation, melting the polar ice caps. Creating worldwide havoc. Utter devastation. Great cities heave and crumble. The earth erupts with volcanic fury from its molten core. Mighty waves consume enormous land masses. In the end, this very planet, at least as we have come to know it, ceases to exist. This world becomes nothing more than a furious fireball utilized as the ultimate natural resource. We will siphon off this planet's enormous energies. We will literally drain this planet of its life. Ashes, ashes. Dust to dust. Alright. Once unleashed, its energies will be focused through Alpha and beamed across the void of space. Alpha will become a giant battery used to repower our home planet Cybertron and assure Decepticon domination for millennia to come. Megatron was unable to see the full extent to which Alpha could be employed. It took the logic and guidance of circuits such as my own. Who else but Shockwave could conceive a plan of such grandeur? It will take me a matter of mere days to accomplish that which has eluded lesser Decepticon leaders over the ages. Open up a channel to our allies on Cybertron. Inform them of these most significant developments. Truly a new era of greatness is upon us. Of course, but right now you might want to pay attention to more immediate concerns. The arrival of Cobra and the power station Alpha. Serpentor! We meet at long last! It is a great pleasure indeed. This alliance signals a new age for Cobra and Decepticon alike. Mighty Shockwave. He looks like an overgrown tinker toy. Shh! Might hear you. Yeah, look at the size of them ears or whatever they are. There is no limit to the magnificence of our combined forces will be able to achieve. Of course, your strengths will be entirely at the disposal of the great minds of Cobra once we find a way to control your obviously inferior intelligences. We are honored by your very presence, my respected comrade. Even these fleshlings display their incredible stupidity. They have just handed over the very means of their own destruction. As a sign of the faith and the deepest respect, we will leave Dr. Mindbender with you as an ambassador of the Cobra Nation. We welcome you as one of our own. I am confident that this will be a most valuable experience. After all, someone has to keep an eye on you, alert for any sign of treachery. I only pray that we are doing the right thing in turning something as powerful as Alpha over to you metallic monsters. Okay. I'm just messing things up. And in return, Dirge will accompany you as our emissary. But there is no need to. I insist, and I have devised a plan to further the goals of our alliance. Accompanied by Dirge, you will attack the hated Autobots at the Ark and return with the solar generator we will need in order to make some necessary adjustments in Alpha. Why waste our own energy when Cobra can be so easily manipulated? They really are rather pitiful. I did not foresee such a devious plan, but I must play along for now, lest we tip our hands too early. Mindbender will be here as a means of sabotage should it ever become necessary. As you wish, my friend. Whatever happens at the Ark will be advantageous to our cause. Any damage to the Autobots will bring them closer to their inevitable destruction. On the other hand, it would be no chrome off our shells if the Autobots simply destroy these Cobra fleshlings. Fare thee well! But as the aircraft start out for the Ark, one plane veers off in a course of its own. With the Baroness, there is other business to attend to, matter that is most critical to the situation at hand. Fort Lewis, Seattle, Washington. Well, let me get this straight, Mr. Blackrock. You're telling us that this is actually some sort of being from another world, an alien? And that there are two factions involved in some sort of intergalactic warfare, and this is one of the good guys? That is correct, Mainframe. I haven't got a better explanation for all this, but if you didn't come with such impressive credentials, I might think you'd lost your marbles, Blackie. Be that as it may, Crankcase, this Autobot's death is a dreadful reminder of the horrible consequences of militaristic mentality. A poor unfortunate creature. Now just wait a minute, Blackrock. To begin with, I'm not so sure that we killed him. What? How can you even try to deny such a thing? There were witnesses. There are... Hold your horses, Mr. High and Mighty. That's not what I was saying. What I mean is that I don't necessarily believe that this unfortunate creature is dead. How do you know... How do we know for sure? His body has suffered extreme damage, but we're dealing with an alien life form, a completely foreign technology, if that's even the appropriate term. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. At any rate, whatever it was that gave this robotic alien its intelligence may still be in there somewhere. It may still be intact. If we can identify it, we may be able to communicate with whatever gave this Autobot its life essence. Meanwhile, at the Ark home base of the Autobot Transformers, a very somber ceremony is nearing its grim conclusion. Funeral of Optimus Prime! See Transformers number 26. We thank you, Optimus Prime. Farewell, we send you to join with the universe, to return to the cosmic dust from which all life began, and from which it will begin again. So too must we begin anew. We cannot let this stand in the way of our mission. Of course it will be difficult. We will all miss Optimus, but he would want us to carry on in his absence. That's right, Blaster. I know I'm going to do my best to carry on, to be true to his memory. Optimus Prime meant a lot to all of us. It was because of Optimus that I was endowed with life by the creation matrix. He he programmed me to the Ark's ultimate unbreachable line of defense. I will stand strong against any attack. I will not let him down, and I know the rest of you won't either. Shortly in Richmond, Virginia. I can't imagine why the brass suddenly called insisting that I come immediately for an emergency meeting at the Pentagon. Whatever it is, I hope it doesn't signal more trouble for the Joes. At least there's one good thing about this trip. It'll give me the chance to get better acquainted with Senator Barbara Larkin. After all, she's in Washington now, too. That woman stirs something in me. Something I haven't felt in years. Meanwhile, I assure you, I assure you, Mrs. Durante, your son is in no pain.
But doctor, are you going to be able to help him? That's what I need to know. Can you tell me that Anthony is going to be himself again?
I can't promise anything, but we can all pray that your son will be all right. This is as far from typical procedures as you can get, but you know we'll do the best we can. And there is a special government team that has been chosen to investigate this peculiar case. We have been instructed to deliver this inexplicable implant to them immediately. That is, as soon as it is removed from your son's cranium.
Dr. McGrath, that horrible thing means nothing to me. I only care about my son.
I sympathize, Mrs. Durante. I have a boy of my own, about the same age.
Please, doctor, bring Anthony back to me. He's all I've got.
Soon, as a special session of the United States Senate adjourns for the day. Senator, what can you tell us about these hearings delving into the loss of Power Station Alpha? Is it true that the proper safety requirements were ignored in the haste to build Alpha so quickly? Independent studies have indicated that this power station has always presented a very real threat of nuclear disaster. Senator, how do you...
Gentlemen, I'm sorry, but my car is waiting. There's no time for your questions. I have a very busy schedule and a very important appointment to keep. You can let me out here, Terrence, and take the rest of the night off.
Why, thank you, Senator. Is there anything else?
No, nothing at all.
Oh, oui, mademoiselle, you have been expected.
So I see.
Can I bring you anything?
Won't you join me in some tea, Barbara, dear? Absolute, on the rocks. If you would be so kind, better make that a double. A little frazzle around the edges, are we? Don't get cute. This is your fault. You got me into this mess. You were supposed to see all the details, take care of everything. You promised a clean, easy job. Alpha was supposed to be eliminated without a trace. But look what happened instead. Thanks to you, my entire career is on the line.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Is everything all right, mademoiselle?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. We all knew how dangerous this power station was, but no one else was supposed to find out. Now everything about Alpha is being re-examined. Every detail is being subjected to intense scrutiny. Once the truth is revealed, I'll be ruined! I never should have done it. Never would have done it if not for the incredible sums of money it brought to my home state. If not for the jobs that were created. I had only the best of intentions. Now, dearie, you knew the danger. You knew the risks you took. Don't play the martyr. Face facts, darling. No one knew that the G.I. Joe team would enter the picture. There is always trouble when they cross Cobra Path. Shortly, taxi! There she goes, but there's no need to trail her. I've already got everything I need. While sensors indicate that there is an airlift headed in the direction of the Ark.
Is it a Decepticon assault? If it is, they shall see that Omega Supreme is ready to defend the Ark with every microchip of his being. I shall stand strong against them or any other who would presume to strike at us. None shall attack our home while I guard the gates. There it is, just over that ridge. There must be a way to turn this to Cobra's advantage. They have arrived. I must determine their intentions. The next move is theirs. Crackle, crackle. Zap. One thing's for sure, they're not friendly. My duty is clear. Zip, zip, zap. Bam. Oh my. Bail out. Crunk. Abandon this foolish effort. There shall be no breach of our defenses. Bram! No reason for me to get involved. Who cares if Cobra gets wiped out? We don't need them anyway. Can't waste so many ships on such a useless confrontation, especially when they clearly have the upper hand. Hey Omega, need a hand? Yeah, why should you have all the fun? Shortly at the Pentagon. Come on, just when the action gets hot. Come on. The information we have compiled confirms our deepest fears. Power Station Alpha presents a dangerous threat to our very survival. Naturally, Senator Garcia, now that it has been taken by the enemy. I'm afraid you do not understand, General Abernathy. Surely the potential threat of Alpha increases now that it is out of our control. But since its inception, Alpha has posed a threat. The design itself, when scrutinized, indicates incredible weaknesses and a lack of any substantial precautions or fail-safes. It is a disaster waiting for an opportunity to strike. In addition, we have evidence which indicates that the designers, as well as Senator Larkin herself, were aware of the inherent problems from the onset, but proceeded without reporting their findings to the proper authorities. Now, just a minute. See here, just what kind of game are you playing here? Calm down, General Hawk, and listen to what we have to say. I assure you this is no game, although we are playing for incredibly high stakes. Well, I don't believe any of this. Barbara is certainly not that type of woman. Just how well do you know this woman, General? My personal life is none of your business. Huh. General, please, we're not here to pry into your personal affairs. This is, however, a matter of national, global significance. And before we go any further, there is something you ought to see. And what is that, Agent Kushkarau? This! Oh my! It can't be. It just can't be! Meanwhile, back at the Ark, the fighting goes badly. These Autobots are made of sterner stuff than I'd originally believed. I guess that's why we Decepticons have been fighting them for millions of years. With these additional Autobots entering the skirmish, our losses will only increase. And you, my friend, have not even joined the battle against your sworn enemies. Is it possible that you are afraid? I haven't exactly seen you sending anyone off to meet their manufacturer either. Fool, I was only waiting for the right time to strike, and now that time is now. And now that time is now. And that time is now! Yeah, right. That's it, you mechanized moron. Follow me to your doom! And I believe everything will be alright, Mr. Durante. He came through the operation with flying colors. He's a strong boy, a regular trooper. And this is the device we removed. I've never seen anything like it before. I'll give it a look in the lab and send it on its way.
Thank you, Doctor. Oh, Anthony. Dear Anthony. Mommy? Thank you. Thank you.
Meanwhile, I trust you are enjoying the tour, Dr. Mindbender. I was until a minute ago. What is this? You are working on Power Station Alpha? What is going on here? Oh, never mind about that. Just a few minor altercations. Nothing to get worried about. And at that same moment in Dr. McGrath's hospital lab, even at this magnification there doesn't seem to be anything unusual about it. It doesn't seem to react at all to this probe. But, and so, click, what's this? Nope, nothing. Interesting, Bombshell seems to be unconscious, completely out of control. Nothing at all. What could be causing these involuntary transformations? Most curious. What happened? My system seems to be reacting very strangely. It is probably nothing to be concerned about. Nevertheless, it might be the best if I have my circuitry checked over. It is always advisable to remain in top condition. He seems perfectly normal now, but I may have just discovered the weakness we need in order to defeat these Decepticons. A most significant development. Later, back at the hospital. Who's talking? Someday, just maybe, I'll be assigned something important. I hate my life. I hate my job. I hope those government Joes can get some info out of this little thing. It means nothing to me. Bloody messenger boy. After all these years, I just can't stand it. Naturally. Probably read that wrong sequence. Back at Fort Lewis. I don't know, mainframe. Are you sure about this? Actually, no, I'm not. But if this doesn't work, I have no idea what will. Now, if you'll just turn that dial. Okay, here goes nothing. Well, what's happening? What's it doing? Bzzz. Oh, my aching head. Wait a minute. I don't even have a head. Or anything else for that matter. Where am I? What happened to me? Incredible. Incredible? That's easy for you to say. This is downright humiliating. Hey, guy, take it easy. Yeah, stay calm and we'll explain everything. Guess that BlackRock guy was on the level. Contact Hawk. We've got to send a recon team as soon as possible. It's probably all he can think about. Knock, knock.
Oh, Hawk, what a pleasant... What is it? What's wrong?
Tell me, isn't it true? Look me straight in the eye and tell me they're wrong about you. About the Baroness. About Cobra. Can't do it, huh? What's the matter? Serpent got your tongue? How could I have been so wrong about you? I trusted you. I loved you.
And I
don't want to hear it. I've had enough of your lies. And I've had enough of you. I'll just be on my way. Slam. He's so emo. And what's this dirge? So the Decepticons are involved in this unprovoked assault on the Ark.
Is that the best you are capable of, Dirge? How frightfully disappointing!
Just a warning, Serpentor. I'll put everything I've got into my next shot. I'll show him. Perfect. You play right into my hands. All I have to do is push this switch to jam your frequencies. The enormous buildup of your own energies will do the rest. What's this? I tried to fire, but nothing happened.
Farewell, my respected ally.
And now, to rectify this unfortunate situation. Attention Autobots, as you see, we have eliminated your Decepticon enemy. We represent the Cobra Nation, and we mean you no harm. We come in peace to offer our friendship.
Well, you've got a funny way of showing it. Nevertheless, the Autobots will not fire upon you unless forced to. You may approach without fear.
Why? Why? Why did this have to happen? Everything seemed to be going so well. I guess it was too good to be true. Barbara, how could you do this to me? Ring! Whoever you are, leave me alone.
Oh, what's the use? Hello? Yes? Uh-huh. Let me see. So, we nearly destroyed one of the first alien intelligences we've ever encountered. An alien who was only trying to save a young boy's life and warn us of the attempt to abduct Alpha. And all because of my shoot first, ask questions later mentality. Send a full force to the location of the Ark so that Blackrock's supplied. Be prepared to attack on my command. Ironic, isn't it? An order of force. Must I always act as a soldier first? That's just the way this whole fiasco began. If not for my hasty attack on Bumblebee, I would have known about the Decepticons, and the station wouldn't be in the hands of our enemies. But I don't even know who my enemies are anymore. Oh, Barbara. I'm so emo over you. The Florida Keys, all is quiet and peaceful in the area that surrounds the lair of the evil Decepticons. Yay, alright. Till suddenly...
What? Something is wrong. Something has happened to Alpha. Indeed, it has taken off. The treacherous plan of the Decepticons has been launched. The situation is already dangerous, has become critical. Must contact Serpentor. There's not a moment to waste if the human race is to survive. At that moment, we're almost there. You keep your eyes peeled.
Despite your initial aggression, your words have the ring of truth about them. The Decepticons would not hesitate to destroy this entire world. Of course, our course of action is clear.
Serpentor, Dr. Mindbender has an urgent report for you. And,
Understand, do not let them know we are aware of their plans. You must act as if nothing has happened. Do not surrender your advantage. I will await any report of further developments. It has begun.
Time grows short. We must make our move if we are to save this world. We will fight this menace side by side.
Cobra and the Autobots. Uh-oh. Look, the Joes. And we're out here like sitting ducks. But they're not opening fire.
Did the rest of you Joes intercept that message? Sure did. These guys are trying to save the world. We've got to help them, even if it means accepting Cobra as our allies. Give that a kick in the head. Next issue. All fall down. Looks like it's the Autobots, Joes, and Cobra versus the Decepticons. And then Cobra's gonna backstab everybody. Rock's Gumdinger Adventures, Gumby and Pokey in Gumdinger Land. Last time Gumby and Pokey hot air balloon crashed, stop a giant Gumdinger pop. Gumby blows a Gumdinger bubble in hopes of floating up to the balloon.
I always said you were full of hot air. Whoa, hang on, Pokey. With a lot more gum than most other gum pops, you sure blew a big bubble. Oh no, we're going too high. Don't forget to grab the Gumdinger pops. Hey, I'm getting the hang of this. Pop the bubble before it's too late. Pop. I think we're a bit off more than we could chew this time. Yeah, we're falling. Wow, what a great landing! And we found what we came for, delicious gumdinger pops, cherry, grape, watermelon, apple, orange, strawberry ice cream, and vanilla ice cream. Stay tuned for more gumdinger adventures. Okay. It's G.I. Joe and the Transformers, issue number 3. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for issue number 4 sometime in the near future. Okay.